Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to get your vocals sounding from this.
You were able, I trust you, God. I trust you, God. I know you are able
To sounding like this.
You were able, I trust you, God. I trust you, God. I know you are able.
This is an amazing song by an artist called Eisha. You can find more about her in the description down below. And so the first thing I did was equalize.
You were able, I trust you.
This was the EQ on.
I trust you, God.
This was the EQ off. I just cut some of those harsh frequencies for her. The second thing I did was to compress, just to raise the level a bit. I then added a C6 with one of my favorite ever setup for this C6, which is the porch vocal. The porch vocal is so amazing. Then I just edited it a bit, and that's how it sounded like that.
You were able,
this is with it.
I trust you, God.
This is without.
Trust you, God.
Next, I added the R vox just to compress it a bit and to bring the level up a bit. Afterwards, I added a bit of tuning, and that's because tuning is not to make a bad artist good, but to make a good artist even better. Yeah, so don't think just because you're a horrible artist, then autotune will fix everything. No, autotune does not fix everything, but rather it makes an improvement to what is already good. As you can hear, without autotune, she's already on tune. One of my favorite artists on tune. Alright, let's add a bit of the autotune. This brings them more closer to the center. Finally, I then added a bit of sparkle to the top end with the Spring Tech EQ.
You were able, I trust you, God.
As you can hear, a bit more of sparkle has been added to her vocal.
You were able, I trust you.
Okay, so without anything,
I trust you, God. I know.
And after processing,
able, I trust you, God. I trust you, God.
Awesome.
I know.
The next thing to do is to add the most important thing of any vocal, which is the reverb. Let's hear it with the reverb.
You were able, I trust you, God. I trust you, God. I know.
Awesome. One of my favorite reverb is the classic TB reverb. It's so beautiful, it's so amazing, it sounds nice, and it's something that I would really recommend everybody. All right. Let's move on to the backup. And so we did a couple takes for the backup, like 8 different takes, and that's because we just wanted to make it full. And so I'm just going to do a bit of editing on one of them, and that is pretty much the same thing on the rest. Yeah. So the general rule of thumb when it comes to backups is that you normally pan one to the left and one to the right if you're looking for that wider stereo imaging. But you have to be very careful with the mid-side editing, because you could pan everything to the sides and then it will leave you with nothing in the middle. All right. So what I did is I panned most of them to the left and the other to the right.
I know you are able. I know.
But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to pan it back to the middle so that we can get a better understanding of what I'm doing. I'll pan it back later to where it's supposed to be.
You are able.
The first thing is the equalize. Just need to remove that low end that's not needed. Some mid and some harshness. And then I added a bit of a noise suppressor. That's because the environment in which it was recorded in was a bit noisy. It happens sometimes, but as a mix engineer, as an audio engineer, you have to be ready at all times. I then compressed it with a CLA 2A, my go-to compressor for vocals. The amazing C6 Push vocals. And then I compressed it better again with the Avox to bring it closer. There's nothing that does it better than the Avox, bringing a vocal closer. I tuned it again to make an already amazing artist even better. And then I used the vocal rider to make sure that the levels are always the same. As you can see what it's doing. When it's got low, it pushes it up. So nice. And so I did pretty much the same on the rest of the takes. And so let's hear how they sound together.
I know you are able. I know you are able.
All right, but that is without the reverb. So let's add in a bit of the reverb.
I know you are able.
Cool. All right, so what I like to do is whenever you have a group of tracks, it's always better and sweeter to combine them together and then to do a bit of processing on them together. And so what did I do? I added another quick child EQ and I removed some of the mud that you can hear. All right. And then I add the compressor. This is a very warm compressor. It is so sweet, so nice sounding. And then I put another EQ and I played here with the mid side. Remember what I told you, that whenever you pan something to the left and to the right, there's always going to be a problem in the middle. And so I did a bit of EQ, mid side EQ. All right. So this is what we have after that.
I know you are able. I know you are able.
And then to complement what I did almost the same thing again on my lead vocal. I added a bit of that sparkle again. I used the Avox to bring it closer. I did a bit of mid frequency editing. I tuned it a bit more, and then I finalized it with some EQ. What was there was enough, yes, but once I blended it with the backups, I needed a bit more. And so this is what it sounds without the extra process.
You were able, I trust you, God.
And this is what it sounds with the extra process.
You were able, I trust you, God.
All of a sudden, it sounds like cream. You know, it sounds really crisp and expensive. All right, and so together with the backup, let's see how it sounds.
You were able, I trust you, God. I trust you, God. I know you are able.
Sweet. All right, and so I've added a bit, few things here and there, just some spices. You know, the chef never reveals everything. But then I've also added that pad, the instrument, just a representation of how to sound with the rest of the instruments once they've been added. So let's see how it sounds together.
You were able, I trust you, God. I trust you, God. I know you are able.
There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.